Hey everybody, so today I'm gonna give you something that's gonna be very useful to you if you're an emotional person like myself. So essentially I have this kind of emotion guidance system, so my decision making isn't overcome by like emotions. I don't like get overpowered by fear, get overpowered by doubt, because I am a very I have a lot of strong emotions and I don't want them overpowering my life, you know? I need to make decisions that are gonna like help my future self. And if you just act on emotion, act on impulse, you don't get nowhere, okay? So here are this like guidance system I basically made that will kind of help you control your emotions. Now, you do need to be kind of mindful to actually use this. You need to hit those like meditation reps, bro. So make sure you're meditating every single day. Even if you're not meditating, you can try this, but you kind of have to be a little bit mindful. So this is a mindfulness like technique called labeling, where you label an emotion. This also works with thoughts, but this ain't really about thoughts. Like it could work with thoughts, but like I don't know. For me, thoughts are not as intrusive, and this video isn't about thoughts. We're getting off topic. So this is about your emotions, right? When you feel a strong emotion and it's kind of affecting your decision making, you're kind of feeling fearful, maybe fearful of rejecting someone, fearful of approaching a girl, you're feeling doubtful of your decision you just made, you're feeling like going back on it, then you should do this, right? So label the emotion first step, okay? So first thing you do is label the emotion, become mindful of the emotion, be like, oh, I'm feeling fearful, I'm feeling doubtful, I'm feeling angry, I'm feeling lustful. Now, once you've labeled the emotion, labeled the emotion, that's the first step, recognizing and labeling that emotion. Next thing you're going to do is question yourself. You're going to introspect a little, just simple. Why am I feeling this emotion? Ask yourself that exact question. Why am I feeling this emotion? So, ask yourself that question. Let's say you're feeling fearful. Let's say you're feeling fearful of rejecting someone. You had a bad experience rejecting someone in the past. You rejected your ex-girlfriend, you tried to break up with her, and she caused a big fuss, and it traumatized you a little bit. So let's say that's why you're fearful of this. It's a similar situation. You had a bad experience in the past. Now, next thing after you realize why you're feeling that emotion, you gotta think, is this emotion appropriate? Is it appropriate in this situation? Now you gotta validate that emotion, okay? You need to say, okay, is it okay to be fearful? Is this an appropriate emotion? Now, most of the time, of course, it's absolutely okay to feel this emotion. Now, just because it's okay to feel the emotion, like leads into the next point. Sorry, I'm stuttering a little bit. I'm running out of breath, man. I need to eat some dinner. But next question, you're gonna ask yourself, is this emotion rational? Now that you've validated your emotion, you've asked yourself, is this emotion appropriate? Is it rational? It might be appropriate, but is it rational though? So is the emotion rational, you're feeling? Is it actually rational for you to be fearful in the situation? And most of the time, of course not. If you're fearful of just being rejected, of like let's say you're trying to reject someone, you're fearful of them causing like a big stink, it's probably not rational. Ask yourself, like, what's the worst that could happen? Like, just an argument. Okay, man, is it really that bad though? It's probably worth it, right? You're rejecting them for a reason. So, yeah, that's the next question you're gonna ask them. No, not ask them. Ask yourself, is this emotion rational? Is this a rational thing to be feeling? Now, next thing, will I let this emotion impede me? Now, what does impede mean? Impede essentially means that you're gonna let it like affect you and stop you from doing what you're gonna do. And the answer to this should be no, unless you have like some serious crazy trauma associated with this emotion and situation, then no, you should not let this like emotion impede you, impede your decision making. Now that you realize it's an appropriate emotion, or maybe it's not even an appropriate emotion, but it's definitely not a rational emotion, you know what to do now. So take the right decision, the rational decision, because you know this emotion is irrational, and do what needs to be done, bro. So this is essentially the emotional guidance system I have developed. I just made it like today basically, and you know, I'm kind of an emotional person, so this is good for me. If you're a fellow like emotional person, I hope this is of use to you in making like logical and rational decision making. There are times when we can get influenced by negativity and other people like pressuring us, and you kind of just need this like guidance from yourself to yourself just to like help you make better decisions and not get like fucked over by other people. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video. Please use this next time you're in a situation where you're feeling like some very strong emotions and you're kind of in like a point of decision. And yeah, thank you for watching. I hope this helps you. Goodbye.